Hi, Days fans. It is Tuesday, March 15th. Happy birthday, Dad. And I want to start off by talking about this new Dario character. It looks like a complete
train wreck.
No, well, that too, but it looks like they are 100% planning on putting him with Melanie. I can't even begin to put words to what I have going through my head right now. If I were
You were angry. You wanted to throw stuff at the television last night.
This guy, no, I don't want to do another Natalia Livingston. We thought she sucked in the beginning, and now we love her. But this guy is just like, well, I don't want to say anything because we might meet him. I'm so nervous. But I don't get it. And if I were Mark Kopka, if by any chance he knew that this guy was coming on to be with Melanie, I would have quit too.
But they got to break up. But it's good for the storyline to break up break up Nathan and Melanie.
Yeah,
I mean, that would have been too easy and boring. And
Molly Burnett is like a freaking supermodel. Could they not? And I'm trying very hard not to say anything.
No, I don't have any problem with his appearance. He just is not really firing on all cylinders. He's not firing on all cylinders.
Well, that could be them doing the Natalia Livingston thing to him, where they're making him start. Which, why on earth they do that? Or is that something they're doing, or do we just warm up to these people and we're too stupid to figure it out?
Yeah. Are they messing with our minds? Or...
Yeah, Dina, are you messing with our mind?
I don't think she's the casting director. She just writes she's the brainchild of the story.
Yeah, but I don't know everyone's name, so it's easier just to blame her.
Everybody picks on her. I would love to meet her.
Okay, well, let's figure out how... I asked you the other day what your next goal was for DaysTalk.
I want to meet the writers.
How on earth are we going to make that happen? Katie, you are like our PR person.
Yeah, no, really. The truth... Well, I want to ask the actors about their characters and how they think their character feels. You know, I'd love to ask EJ.
Well, why don't they ever have a meet and greet for the writers and the...
Who do you really love? You know, that kind of thing. Why don't they have a meet and greet with the writers?
Oh.
Because that takes away from the romance. That's, you know, the facade is removed and you get to see the underbelly, and that's not always so pretty. Not that the writers aren't pretty. It's just, it's not the fantasy world then. Alright,
so slight redemption possibility for this new guy, Dario, is that if somehow Melanie's going to have some kind of break because of all this depression about the baby and Nathan leaving, and she and Dario go into like bad dealing together and she starts stealing and stuff again, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
She shows him the ropes, how to really steal well.
In all fairness, it's very difficult for a new character / actor to come on the scene and hit it off from the get-go. Even EJ we didn't like in the beginning. Yeah, we didn't like James Scott's character when he was all... we took a little while to warm up to him.
I don't remember taking any...
Oh, really?
And I sure didn't take any time to warm up to Galen Gearing when he came.
No, I liked him.
But we had seen him on a soap before, even though we didn't watch Passions. You know, if you watch a soap on the same network, you're going to see clips. So you get kind of, you know, like... I don't watch The Good Wife, but I have a kind of idea of what's going on because I watch Young and the Restless and there's ads for it on there, commercials for it. So you kind of get a feel for these other things just being on the same network. Mm-hmm. Who else? Who else did we... We liked Nathan from the beginning. We liked Chad from the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, so Chad had some scenes.
Oh, yeah.
He had a scene with Kate, but still, they need to...
No, not Kate, Lexi.
Oh, Lexi, yeah. They need to... I get so confused. He has ones with Kate and Lexi. I mean, he's like rattling them off, but he's got to come out of his shell. Not the actor, but the character. They're...
Well, I didn't understand why Lexi didn't raise her little hand and say, Chad, did you know that I didn't know I was a Demira till I was older than you? Mm. He's all like, you guys have history together and I'm just a newbie. She should be like, we are all newbies. EJ was off at boarding school. As far as I know, she didn't even know she had a brother. I mean, did they ever once mention her little brother EJ the whole time before he came back on the show?
Yeah, no.
I mean, at least Stephanie mentions Joey or whatever his name is.
Pocket. Philip's kid? Wow.
Okay, so Ron, I love Ron a lot, and he says really freaking funny things. Like, seriously, if you guys want to just read his stuff instead of watching our recap, you might even be better off. I've tried to convince him to do a daily column because his comments are so freaking funny. But anyhow, he was talking about how Sammy loves to smack people around. She's always punching people. And she's getting all on her high horse. And,
oh, yeah, Johnny.
And then I was surprised.
2 wrongs don't make a right.
My parents did not teach me how to fight, but they did not need to because they provided me with 2 big brothers. And I feel like I could hold my own pretty good, when I was little. I have not fought recently. But anyway, I was surprised by a lot of your answers about how you thought Rafe was doing the right thing to teach him to fight. Like, that made him a better guy. That we were teaching him to protect himself.
So, old Rafe, the days are numbered. EJ's like, get him out of the basement. I'm sick and tired of him being in our house.
Yeah, Sammy, you're screwed, man. You're going to have to decide between an old Rafe who doesn't remember you, but at least he'll still be him. He'll still have his same personality, right? They're not changing his personality.
They can do whatever they want.
In fact, it kind of helped her cause that he had his memory taken away, because now he won't remember that she was doing the nasty with new Rafe. What?
Yeah, okay. So anyway, EJ's in a bit of a pickle here now that she's moving in. But he had that little
Jack brings me that every day.
He had that little grin on his face when it was settled that
evil EJ grin. Look at our haze.
Oh, I know, the radiation.
We are not.
Those reactors are blowing up.
I am certain you're not making light of the terrible tragedy that happened to the Japanese people.
No, I'm not. I'm worried sick.
But I do think that it's making me complain less, because whatever problems I thought I had are not as bad as what's going on in Japan right now.
Yeah, how do we fix that?
I need to shield the sun. I can do it, honey.
Okay.
You did something a second ago that made it better.
Yeah, I put my hand right over the lens. Anyway, that makes for some fascinating content there.
No, I just have to move it into
if there are any palm readers out in the audience.
Here. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, now you can see our living room. You didn't shut the door. Did the cats open it? There goes our friggin' stinking set. We're like days where our set's going downhill.
Right. Here. There we
go. Production needs some work.
No expenses spared on this. This is only our 4th take.
We used to do that.
Takes?
We used to do it more than once. Well,
very rarely. Yeah, back when we did it.
Oh, yeah, but back when YouTube wouldn't let us be over 10 minutes, we would often have to redo our...
Or splice it into 2.
Yeah, that stunk.
So, just in a big picture, Jay is heading into a train wreck here. It's just...
Don't say that.
Melanie and Dario, Nathan going. They're not going to recast him, obviously. Philip's on the way out. Then they're recasting Natalia Livingston. I mean, do I need to go on?
And who is the... Okay, so they've got someone who's coming on Fletcher. Is Fletcher really Fletcher, or is Fletcher the new...
What's Fletcher?
Fletcher is somebody who's going to be on the soap soon with... Katie, I don't remember what you told me. Is Bren Foster going to be Fletcher, or is Dario Bren Foster? Who are all these new guys? I was looking at, I think it's one of the Days charity events in April in Dallas, and all these people are going to be there. So
if they really did erase Rafe's mind, this could be a long-term storyline. Like, he could be like a
John
Roman.
Black?
Yeah, like a John Black Roman scenario where he comes back, and I mean, way, way into the future, not, like they used to do. Yeah, like, it's not very often that, I guess it happens. No, so Marlena was married to Roman, had children with Roman. Yeah. And they broke up, and then she stayed with married somebody else and stayed with him for a long time. They I don't remember this exactly. You guys fill us in. I believe they both got, kidnapped.
Like she did, then he did. And then Roman came back first, but it was John Black. It was Drake Hogestyn playing Roman. And then Marlena came back, and they were just happy to be Marlena and Roman. But then the real Roman came back, and then they realized that Drake Hogestyn's Roman was really not Roman at all.
But she had already fallen in love with him.
Yeah. So this is what would be really awesome. If when they erased real Rafe's memory, if they somehow put it on a disc with his personality and everything,
like they did with John,
and imported that into New Rafe, so he could still be New Rafe and funny when we want to see it, but he could pull off real Rafe with Sammy.
Like he has a dual operating system in his head?
Yeah, and then eventually maybe he would decide he wanted to be more like real Rafe, like, you make me want to be a better man. Soaps love that line. They use it all the freaking time. You make me want to be a better man. So, what else? What else we got? Oh, Kate suspects something to do.
She overheard Lexi?
Yes, but she didn't overhear. I was hoping she'd overhear the whole thing, but of course that would be too easy. Yeah. And I think Stefano suspects that EJ has the hots for Taylor. What's going to happen there? So I thought Taylor was living in the pool house, but it's just Mama.
Pool house, the guest house.
Whatever. The mama's going to be out there.
But yet she's all upstairs getting unpacked.
I think just the
for
mom.
For a little girly night with Nicole.
They're going to put the mom out there so that they don't really have to bring back Faye. She'll be out in the backyard.
Yeah.
And then Taylor can be inside. Because otherwise, if she was out in the pool house, they wouldn't have enough.
Faye, the woman that Lexi's husband cheated with.
Yeah, she seems awfully concerned and warm and fuzzy with her. But maybe because it was way before her time. But I'm just not loving like that. Like, I truly hate with every fiber of my being any woman that's ever come anywhere near you. Even if I've never...
way before her time. Lexi was cheated on by Abe.
No.
No? Oh, Abe wasn't with Lexi when he...
I don't believe so, no.
Oh.
Lexi's like 20 years younger than him or something.
Oh. Okay.
No, I think he was... I could be wrong. Fill me in here. I'm feeling like I'm asking you to do that a lot. I guess I don't know my stuff. But I thought that was before her time. She had an affair with Lexi had an affair with a product of... Abe and Faye's affair.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I don't think she could quite be swinging that if she'd been old enough to be married when he was born. That'd be kind of creepy.
I'll never forget when I told James Reynolds that we need another tech, and he's like, "No, we don't need another tech."
But when we said he needed an affair with Faye, he liked that just fine.
Oh yeah, did we say that?
Well, he's no dodo. He gets to kiss 2 girls on the set. Who wouldn't like that?
He does not like.
I like talking to James Reynolds. He has a really cool voice. He was interesting, and we were talking about the whole autism storyline and everything. I liked him. That was cool. All right, what other storylines have we not touched upon? Nicole, there's no way she would be putting up with all this. She is like a clever little detective. She would be all over this. Kate is gonna taunt her with this, you know. Kate's gonna be like, "Oh, something's amiss here." Yeah.
Sammy's already getting the divorce papers drawn up.
Oh God.
Oh, I like how he erased his record and.
Oh yeah, like that was interesting, showing his what he
his original.
And then that blonde who I don't know what quite her purpose is, but she's like, "Oh no, I wouldn't say he's a hardened criminal. He's just a little wimp," and he's like,
"I'll show you."
Yeah, not very bright to show people your alter ego. I don't know if I would make that move.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot that Dario goes to the police station.
Oh, yeah, and so Gabby recognizes him, obviously, and Rafe doesn't, and he's going to have to... He's got some splaining to do.
And Sammy's there to be like, huh? Are we allowed to go to 15 minutes or beyond 15 minutes?
I think 15 is...
Okay, we better wrap it up.
All right, the couple that watches Days Together.
Stays together.